That emails to or from Hillary Clinton herself showed up on that laptop computer belonging to Hillary Clinton aide Huma Abedin's estranged husband, Anthony Weiner. Fox News Chief Intelligence Correspondent Catherine Herridge is here. Catherine, so what do we know about this?
Well, the first stage of the review was done by these FBI agents in New York on Anthony Weiner's computer, and they looked at what's called the metadata. This is like the address on a letter. It tells you the to and the from, and what they found.
And possibly the subject?
No, possibly the subject, but nothing about the content.
Right. You don't read the emails. The metadata is just the top line, right?
That's
the top
correct.
lines.
Yeah. The sort of the preliminary data, if you will,
right.
The basic data, like a letter, the address to, who it's from, and then maybe a subject. And they were able to drill down on that, and that's when they kept getting positive hits for emails from the Clinton server, the clintonemail.com address. What they were able to do now is develop a program so they can take this huge universe of data.
We understand that it is hundreds of thousands of emails.
The Wall Street Journal reported 650,000 records. We were not steered away from that number. So it's tens of thousands of records. And the reason that makes sense is that Huma Abedin, in her deposition with Judicial Watch earlier this year, said, I never delete emails. I have no records management system. Now, I can understand that on a personal level. I'm not the best at it either, but she said, I never delete everything. I keep everything on the computer so that I can go back.
So how did it end up on Anthony Weiner's computer?
Well, Brett was able to get some information from a source close to Weiner's legal team that said they believe that in an effort to back up her contacts onto the computer in case she lost her smartphone, it took everything. It took the emails as well. And the interesting thing is that it's not a complete record, and it seems to cover, though, this period when Huma Abedin was at the State Department with then Secretary Clinton, which, of course, is the critical period here.
Right. Yeah. So what's the next step? So they got to start reading these emails.
Well, they have a warrant, which allows them now to read the contents of what's inside the letter, the headers that they saw. But the process is not a simple process. Right now, they're taking that pool of data and they're narrowing it down to sort of a small group, but then they have to do what's called an eyes-on, which is, physically read the emails, and they have to determine what's new and what's a partial. It may well be some emails are partials. Part was handed over to the State Department, but part of it was not, like when you forward an email or you respond in some way. And if there is intelligence or what they think is intelligence, they then have to farm it out to the different agencies involved.
See if it was classified.
Correct. As you well know, the agency that gets the information has final say on classification. That's not down to the Bureau.
This does not sound like something that's going to happen in a matter of weeks, maybe months.
That's right. And the Justice Department said today they're throwing everything at it they can to try and exit it. Correct. But the timeline is tight. And there are tens of thousands of records. And even with their big brains at the FBI, it's going to be very tough.
All right, Catherine, thanks very much.
You're welcome.